So, I haven't done any live stuff in a while, or at all really. But, I wanted to document some stuff about. Life's been hard. And then my wife cheated, left. I'm now moving to an apartment, which originally I didn't want to do because I wanted to stay in my house, but financially I can't afford to do that. So I'm going to be renting out the house, and it's going to be a lifestyle change. And with my adjustment disorder, I've been having some definite regression. On top of that, the girl that I have met that I fell in love with, there's a cop behind me, but I fell in love with, and it was all over the phone mostly, and then more and more in person. And then I started becoming attached. And now I'm just too attached because I just feel too attached. I don't know. She's my whole world, and I'm codependent. I was on my previous, and now I'm on her. And I was doing really good. I really was doing bad, and then I was doing really bad, and then sorry, there's so much on my mind right now. Trying to, she lives right now like a little over an hour away. Yeah, that's really hard for me to drive, And I started doing it, and I had some setbacks, panic attack, things like that. And she also has kids, which I'm good with kids and everything, and the kids love me and all that, but I don't know that I have the sustainability, to be like a father or a stepfather or something like that. And me and her have been moving pretty fast, and it's something that's worth considering and talking about, because there's no point in being with somebody that, if it does progress to that point, that you would have to, if you couldn't be that. So, but I also don't want to lose out on somebody if I can't, just because of the future, what I might not be. So I met the kids. The kids love me. I love the kids, but I'm more of I think like a fatherly, or not a father, I'm like a good uncle kind of thing. But anyway, I don't know. I'm just too attached and too early, and I got too much going on. And with this adjustment disorder, I just been having like a regression, the symptoms. I had like 3 days where I felt like really good, and I was driving the hour to see her, and being around the kids and stuff. See, I'm used to having, being alone and being having a lot of quiet. And actually, it's weird, because like I want to be able to be there, and at the same time though I can, but only in limited quantities, and then I get pushed beyond myself. But when I leave, I want to be back. I want to go back. I want to be part of a family. I want to be part of that, because I'm really nothing right now. I've really given up my whole livelihood, which really was just something I was building, and I always had my wife who left me that was there, and now I'm by myself. So I have major trust issues now because I got cheated on, and I never thought I'd get cheated on, and I did. And then she left, and now, I'm dating somebody else, and who also was cheated on. And it's just, we really kind of fell in love, but it's really hard because I'm ready to just be with her all the time. If she didn't have kids, obviously, we'd already be living together right now. But because she's facing a divorce, and I'm in the middle of a divorce, makes things hard, and I'm trying to make it work. And anyway, so last night she spent the night, and I had this adrenaline like kind of rush in me that I hadn't had in a while. Like I said, I've been feeling really good ever since even my wife was cheating. I was just running off adrenaline. The biggest part right now, I'm renting my house, which has 2 acres, has an in-ground saltwater swimming pool, and I have a really sick dog that I'm bringing with me into an apartment. And at my age, to go back to living in an apartment, what's going on here? It's just a lot of life change, and leaving my comfort zone can often send me spiraling. And now obviously she's going to be working again, which is good for her, but we'll probably see each other less. I don't know, I'm just really not doing good. And last night I went from doing really good to doing really bad. I had this like complete, just like almost anger, irritability. I didn't even want her to be there. I just wanted to cry. I wanted to scream. And I have been so centered. I've been so focused and doing well. For me, very, very well actually. And then I just had all the symptoms kind of like come flooding back. Maybe I'm overwhelmed, and I miss my wife or ex-wife maybe a little bit. I don't know. Or the thought of her, or just someone being around now that I'm alone. Anyway, all my symptoms just kind of came back, and usually I'm alone, so I can kind of just bury myself in the blankets. But now I've got this girl who's spending the night, and I should have been, having a good time like usual, and I wasn't. And I kind of just had to go be by myself. And I think she got a little taste of like what my borderline personality disorder is like, and I started feeling very, I had suicidal ideations. I just didn't want to be alive. I just don't want to deal with this shit. But then I just remembered, like, okay, well, for 4 days you were feeling great, and just, you'll get back there. Today I decided to go out my comfort zone and drive all the way out there, and I've hung out with her family, and it was fine. But there's some triggers tonight that really hurt me, and now all of a sudden it's like 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm having these, again, this adrenaline. This, I don't know if it's just gonna happen every night at the same time. I'm not sleeping that well, and that's mainly because of her. Me and her talk on the phone and we have for months, like every night. I stopped calling my friends. I stopped, we just talk until like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And I'll drink a beer or two, which I hadn't drank in 8 years. But I have a beer or two now. I started doing that. I won't drink more than 2, but it gives me a mild little buzz, and it calms me down, and then I fall asleep. But I don't have to take anything to go to sleep, which is good. But I haven't been getting much sleep. It's, going to bed around 2, 3 o'clock, waking up at 7. So anyway, I don't know how to face what I'm facing. I don't want to move. I've got a lot of undercurrents of subconscious issues that I'm obviously dealing with. And for a minute, I thought I really had it down. I thought, oh wow, I'm in love and I've got all these great feelings. But now, comes to the reality phase of what that entails. And as we've gotten closer, and I've become more addicted to her, with my borderline, and I've become probably more dependent on her to kind of fill all that hole that I had, and what she's able to provide, which she's doing everything she can, because she's head over heels for me. She's doing everything she can, but she, I'm ready to just be with somebody all the time, or have someone to live with, and we're not going to be at that point for at least 10 months if we do make it through that. So anyway, so it's been hard. So yeah, so the synopsis is, or the summation is, I got cheated on by my wife. I didn't know about it. She was lying to me, kept going back and forth. I don't want to be with you. Let's reconcile. We're living together. And so one day she moved out in a random thing, and her boyfriend ended up breaking up with her after we contacted each other. She had a boyfriend, a full-fledged boyfriend, and he broke up with her. But I helped her move out. I tried to, even after she got her apartment, I didn't know what was going on. I started talking to this new girl. Then I stopped thinking about my wife, and I knew that she was going to find someone else, and I know she has. I know that she's now with a different person, and I'm moving on, and it's hard as hell, and I just don't want to be alone. But this new girl, I always did want to be alone, but not alone. Like, I like the idea of someone being in the house, being around on occasion. But this new girl, I was able to become very close with, and she was able to penetrate into my bubble, where I was comfortable with her being affectionate and close to me. Something I haven't been at all. Like, I haven't been able to do that with somebody or my ex for forever. Felt very refreshing. And our sex life has been something I've never even thought could be. We see each other a few days a week that she comes over, and it's several times while she's there for the day. I never, and it's not just for me. It's romance. For me, it's passion. For me, it's being close to her and the love thing. And I don't want to ruin it, but I'm probably going to fuck it up because of my own insecurities. And I can't make it 10 months like on my own, be dealing with this stuff. So I don't know. I thought I'd shoot a video, see what's up and see if anybody wants to